I'm Katie Spadoro. It's March 13th, 2020, and I am here with your Small Business Weekly HR Update. In a press conference on Monday, President Trump said that he will ask Congress to cut payroll taxes and provide relief to hourly workers suffering from the economic fallout of the coronavirus. Additionally, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said that she plans to meet this week with key committee chairs to discuss efforts to lock in paid sick leave benefits for certain workers. According to SHRM, workers in the U.S. who are paid by the hour are expected to take the brunt of the pay losses due to coronavirus. However, some well-known U.S. companies are taking steps to mitigate these losses themselves. For example, Ridesharing and food delivery companies such as Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash are having discussions about how to band together and potentially pay their workers who have been infected or quarantined. Also, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, and Twitter all said that they would plan to pay their hourly workers their regular wages, whether they called in sick or not. Many of these workers also are working from home, which is encouraged by their company leadership and management. And if you are unable to still pay your employees their full salary or their full hourly rate, it's understood. You're a small business, but working from home, if that's a possibility, is something that you should definitely take into consideration. If you need help building a policy or putting a process in place pretty quickly, we have actually just recently helped a few great clients put some stuff in place these past few weeks, so give us a call. Microsoft President Brad Smith said on March 5th that the 4,500 hourly employees who work in their facilities will continue to receive their regular wages, even if their work hours are reduced. This comes as welcome relief to many of those hourly workers who may be hesitant to stay home from work and use their PTO or their sick time, fearing that they'll run out of the PTO, struggle to pay their bills, and possibly even lose their jobs. Small businesses have several options for how to handle this situation while everyone awaits for possible government action. First, HR experts say that allowing a temporary program of unlimited sick leave or PTO can have long-term morale benefits for organizations. Temporary. Another option is to allow employees to run a negative balance of PTO, which typically we would not recommend to our clients, but this is a specific situation, and then gradually replenish that borrowed PTO when they return back to work. Lastly, employers could compensate employees at reduced rates for missed work due to schedule restrictions. There are definitely many things to consider and think through as we wait with the rest of the world to see how the coronavirus situation pans out. This is something that we've been working on diligently this past few weeks with current and new clients. Get prepared before you have to chase your tail and fix an issue that could have been prevented. It takes a lot less time and money to do it before the problem happens. Next up, are you a micromanager? Micromanagement is a management style where a manager closely observes and or controls the work of his or her direct reports. Not good. This is typically considered a negative style of management as it inhibits freedom in the workplace and typically lowers morale and confidence among workers. If you are experiencing high turnover in your small business and think that you may be a micromanager, you can consider adapting your style to boost the morale. Here are some signs that you may be a micromanager. Do you ask for detailed reports and updates on your employees' work often? Instead, try giving clear directions to your employees and make sure they understand the start of the project or the task, what they're supposed to be doing. Then step back and trust them to do their job. It's not helpful for me to hire someone to do something, but for me not to allow them to do it themselves. Mistakes happen, we all make mistakes, but hopefully the mistakes are minor and you can learn from them and move forward as a team. Do you have trouble delegating? This is a common problem that leaders face, but overcoming it and passing work onto your team is imperative to take your business to the next level. Again, I can't do it all. I have an incredible, intelligent team helping me every day. I trust my judgment and I do my due diligence when I hire somebody. Therefore, they should be able to follow instructions and complete tasks as requested. Do you utilize strict time measuring apps and make sure that your employees are present and working? It's important to make sure that your workers are productive, but keep in mind that not everyone works at the same pace or in the same style. If you feel something is off with someone's time spent doing a task, don't immediately assume it's because they were fooling around or unable to do their work. In my opinion, if someone is working for me and the goal is to complete a sale in 5 calls when they're required to make 10, I don't care. I'm happy they met their goal of making a sale. Pick your battles. What's more important for your sanity and your business? Do your employees feel like there is no point in doing their work because you are just going to do it for them or redo it for them? This can be a major blow to an employee's confidence and morale. Giving constructive feedback is one thing, but be sure to also value your employees' contributions and praise them adequately. As I've said, there are no bad students, only bad teachers, which I was told years ago by a business coach. Take the time to teach your employees and appreciate them, and magical things will happen. It's the truth. In other breaking news, on March 5th, Chipotle Mexican Grill announced that they will increase paid parental leave to 12 weeks for birth mothers and 4 weeks for new fathers and adoptive parents. Chipotle will also cover the cost of breast milk shipping services during work travel for nursing mothers. It's great. Paid parental leave is becoming increasingly popular with other companies as well. Last year, Lululemon began offering up to 6 months of gender-neutral leave to full-time employees. VF Corporation, which is the parent company to North Face and Wrangler, and H&M offer paid parental leave as well to hourly staff. Paid parental leave is a great way to boost morale and retain employees. If your organization is not currently in a position to offer paid leave just yet, consider adding a parental leave policy that offers unpaid leave for the new parents. Although this is not federally mandated by the Family and Medical Leave Act until your organization hits 50 employees and a couple of other requirements, it's a great benefit to offer to your employees. As a small business under 50 employees, you have the flexibility to choose how many weeks to offer to employees, whether or not employees should use up their PTO in conjunction with the policy, whether dads are eligible to take that as well, and if there's a minimum employment period before employees are eligible for the parental leave. We love creating tailored parental leave policies that fit the needs of each of our small clients and each small business that we work with. So please reach out to us if you have any questions on how to create a parental leave policy that works. A new survey done by WorkHuman says that 15% of workers have been sexually harassed at work. Of that 15%, 39% said that they do not trust their HR department. We see that as a huge issue for an organization, especially a small business. Management and HR departments are responsible for addressing workplace misconduct, righting workplace wrongs, all of this while protecting the best interests of the company. When this does not happen, the business risks employees' safety, happiness, and possibly a massive lawsuit. There are also long-term effects of workplaces that don't have employees that trust their company. Ultimately, they will leave, and it's not a good thing. So trust your employees. A former Wayfair employee filed suit in January alleging that its HR department ignored her complaints of sexual harassment. Another case last year involved Help USA, who dismissed an employee's complaints as, quote, playful behavior, unquote. As a small business owner, you need to have a competent and knowledgeable, trustworthy HR team to handle any possible complaints correctly from the first step. These issues are extremely delicate. That is where our clients know to reach out immediately in order for us to intervene and assist so no fatal mistakes are made, even ones with the best intentions. Whoever is managing your HR, if it's not cyber, will need a robust policy, a standardized process, excellent investigation skills, and a vast knowledge of the changing employment laws. Whether or not you have a solid HR department at your company, utilize cyber for an extra level of protection and safety for your employees. Lastly, next Tuesday, March 17th, is St. Patrick's Day, and I'm 13% Irish. With all the heaviness and germ talk in the news lately, this can be a great way to take a day to celebrate your employees. You could provide a green treat or some cookies. No cookies, no treats, the coronavirus, don't do any of that. You could do a team building activity. That's a good thing, as long as they're not touching each other, which they shouldn't be doing anyway. You could even take the opportunity to appreciate your employees with a small gift, something themed, "We are so lucky to have you." And on that note, we're lucky to have you, our clients and our team and our supporters. So thank you for watching. Check out cyber.co for additional information regarding how these topics that we reviewed may affect your small business and how we can help you manage them. You can also subscribe and like us on YouTube. That way you'll always be the first to know when there's breaking HR news that may affect your business. Give us a call and text us 833-CYB-ASAP. Have a great weekend.